One each in the teams. So I'll come and see you at 3/4 time, and you can just let me know probably 5 minutes before the end. I'll come over. You've got a thing on your agenda. Have fun, guys.
Jim Urquhart down there. Hello. I can't tell you, mate.
Not bad, he is the other idiot.
That's me, clean skin though. No tats on me, mate.
I know where they've been.
Start on Monday.
Start Monday? Whereabouts?
Gabba.
Hey, stop spreading
Gabba.
the word.
Yeah, Gabba.
Where you living?
Cannon Hill, Murray. Murray.
Alright.
We got a new job, mate.
Yeah.
I'm the general manager of key accounts. You want to win lotto, Dino, you got to get in good with it. Right? Cricket again, lotto?
If you're good enough to snag it, well, life's a run. Some of those bios, very long, very long. Cook, big fat dinosaur runs it. Sorry? Oh, I need to get the links, man. I'm not too worried about that.
Hi mate. I heard you before. My eardrums burst, but that's okay. Like, don't worry about it. Dulcet tones of BP. Had to get bus to make an emergency stop over here already today. Yeah. Rang him to bus. Oh,
One person watching.
Are they coming straight over? Tell you what.
I saw it, right in the corner.
I tell you what.
Contentious so far.
Need a sound check for me, Dino, or not? Need a sound check for me?
When you played that stuff before, like the women's team, it was outside. You could hear it out there. All good?
Let's hear you, Bobby.
Dino, how you going, mate? Well, West Adelaide in the grand final.
Come on, Eagles. Come on, the Eagles.
West Adelaide against the, what is it? Your mob, is it? Your old mob.
Mighty
Woodville
Eagles.
West Torrens, is it?
Come on, Eagles.
Woodville West Torrens.
Yep.
Wowee. That'll be a big one.
They
Who's
will be a
favourite?
big one. Eagles easily.
Wow.
Yeah, they've only lost 2
Finished
games
top of the
for
ladder,
the
did
year,
they?
and they're well on
Who's
top.
coaching them?
Godden. Michael
yeah.
Godden,
Yeah,
ex-West
Yeah,
Adelaide.
yeah, I remember him. Played for the West Coast, didn't he?
Yep.
How's that, Dino? Any good? Good theme song. He's on the boat away from Tiger.
Hi, boys. Hello. Nervy?
Got 9 minutes.
Introducing our two sides for today, starting with Wilson Grange, number 15, Kyle Oscar, number 26, Daniel Campbell, number 43, Tom Cassell, number 14, Daniel Collins, number 9, Daniel Conway, number 42, Lachlan Gore, number 19, Stephen Howe, number 20, Jack Lipscomb, number 53, Alex Washington, number 44, Lachlan McKellar, number 33, Conor McLean, number 5, Liam Nolan, number 8, Rory Nolan, number 32, Cameron Pickering, number 7, Michael Richardson, number 49, Alexander Ritchie, number 54, Sam John, number 23, Bradley Terrell, Number 51, Gary Bass. Number 21, Matthew Walder. Number 29, Joshua Warren, and led by captain number 41, William Oswald, and led by coaching staff and the head coach, Daniel Campbell. Introducing the Labrador Tigers, starting with number 46, Mickey Addy. Number 35, Dale Cellini. Number 51, Brian Baker. Number 9, Liam Burke. 34, Sean Cannon. Number 28, Brad Carter. Number 33, Adam Cook. Number 43, Reece Cone. Number 57, David Dowman. Number 36, Jack Goodwin. Number 14, Michael Pugliota. Number 32, Jason Howard. Number 60, Joel Carlin. Number 1, Bryce Perrybold. Number 5, Nick Stockdale. Number 47, Rich Calvert. Number 4, Maurice Turner. Number 39, Jesse Walton. Number 53, Matthew Bosworth. Number 48, Connor West. Number 54, Shane Wilkinson. Led by number 8, the captain, Bradley Green. And coach, Jason Howard.
Can't find the link to the other grand final, but anyway.
Hey, turn this off, I suppose. Oh, that's firing up, don't we? Off completely?
Cook. Oh, mate, I just turn mine silent. It starts. That's green. Ball. Very bolt. That's Gugliotta. Yeah. Stockdale. He's got the big beard. I'm going to stand up here in a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, AFL Queensland in conjunction with our proud sponsor Neil James, welcome you to the 2015 QAFL Reserve Grade Grand Final between the Labrador Tigers and the Wilson Grange Gorillas. AFL Queensland would like to stand with the players, coaches and umpires for the Australian and national anthem.
Agosta is going to toss the coin. Agosta and Green.
Introducing our umpires for today's match, our field umpires, Andy Gillespie, Paul Henderson, and Ben Thompson. Down the umpires, Carl Hoysted and Nick Swanson. Goal umpires, David Mannis and Ben Pearson. Third scorer, Cameron Harris, and emergency umpire.
So Wilston Grey, Labrador kicking to the left.
Labrador left, okay.
Won the toss. you out with any names that you might pick up along the way, mate.
Sure. No problems, mate.
So he's got to go on the ruck. When are we going to kick in, boys? Are we? And good morning and welcome to Lashon Park, Yeronga, for this QAFL Reserves Grand Final. It is the Labrador Tigers taking on the Wilston Grange Gorillas. Mark Kennedy here, joined by Bob Batty. And look, Labrador come in as favourites, but Wilston Grange, they look like they're going to press for this premiership.
Yeah, well, they've certainly, throughout the year, they've had a win against Labrador, the only team to beat them, and they also came a draw with them. So, fantastic opportunity for the Grange to score one today.
And we'll try and pick this up as we go along. We're underway in the grand final. It is, of course, a big day here at Yeronga. That's Brad Green. He got the kick away, was well smothered there. So Wilston Grange, they're going to try and work the ball forward, but no, good tackle there. And Labrador will take the free kick. It was an excellent tackle there by Talbot. They go inside, and Perry Bolt takes the mark. He got it from the kicker Stockdale. And Labrador go inside forward 50, and they can take a shot for goal. Of course, Bryce Perry Bolt, former Palm Beach player, he was squeezed out of the seniors by Josh Fraser. Not a bad one to be squeezed out of, but in the twos here, he can take his first shot for goal.
Yeah, well, kicked a lot of goals over many years with Palm Beach Carumba. Nick Stockdale, what a beautiful kick as he went forward, lowered the eyes, and found the big fella. Here's a chance for the first goal.
So right on 50, he gives it a fair whack. But it is to the near side. And the first score actually hit the post. And the first score of the game goes the way of the Tigers. They did win the toss, and they are kicking to the left of your screen, as you can see. Or the northern end as Wilston Grange bring the ball back in. Big pack of players there. Going at the ball there was Bacon, former Southport player. Aby was there. He was at the bottom of the pack. Just feed the ball back, just flicked around, Stockdale, he just couldn't take it. Here's Howard, he can go round the corner, that's the first, and they go to him. So the captain coach, we didn't take the toss, but he won the first real contest of the day to put the score on the board. So 1-1-7, that's Labrador, the Gorillas yet to score. We've played but 2 minutes of this first quarter.
Yeah, good contested effort there from Jesse Walton, flew high, got the ball down to ground level, and they had numbers everywhere, didn't they? And certainly the experience of Howard. Played a lot of good footy, and I think you said a bit of wrestling going on there in the middle, and I think they're giving the free kick. Silly play there from Wilston, but yeah, great goal there from Howard.
So Stockdale is. He got the pass into Perry Bolt earlier. He gets the free kick, so he'll go put them back into attack. It's a good mark there by the defence of Wilston Grange. They'll bring it out. They're looking for a target. That time they find one in Lipscomb.
Connor McLean, I think, was the boy that took a good mark.
Goes down the line, short. And Stockdale, he's got plenty of it early. Gets it off to Bacon, who just whacks it to half forward. Howard can't take it. There as well. That time was Turner. Now the ball just spills out. Richardson, he has it, and the ball eventually gets out of bounds. No doubt we'll have a little bit of feeling early in the game as these two sides try and settle into a rhythm.
Yeah, well, look, certainly both teams in the grand final really trying to assess each other early, and that's always going to be on the cards.
So Howard just hacks it out of mid-air, one would say. Just dropping the mark there with McKellar. Then he has it smothered. And then just trying to come away. The Wilston Grange defence, they're under enormous pressure early. Just ducking their head on that occasion was that defender. And the umpire says we'll have a ball up. It was Richardson. Just hacking it out of midair. There was Howe. Now just working it forward. There was Walton. Right to the square. Here's Abbey. Wrapped up on this occasion. He's the leading goal kicker in the reserves competition. Just good work there. They've tidied it up. Have Wilston Grange. They can take it just to that outer wing. Might get a bit of a run on here. And doing that now is Terrell. Trying to get around one. He's well tackled on that occasion. It was Cook that got him. They'll just work it through. They turn it over though. And getting the ball away there. Here's Howe. Middle of the ground. So a bit scrappy early. Cook had it. Gave it away. Just chain of handballs and a high tackle will go the way of Cannon. Right in the middle of Leyshon Park. He kicks it high. Perry Bolt's a target. He comes hard. Collins, he just mops up for the Gorillas. Just feeds the ball off. Now, they just go backwards. Dangerous kick. And that's got to be deliberate. No. Is the call. He looked to me like he was looking for the sanctuary of the boundary line under enormous pressure. And the umpire said, we'll throw it in.
Yeah, just dangerous kick across goal there from Connor McLean. Got to be better than that.
We'll win the ball out here. The Gorillas. This Vass coming out. Standing under it though is a young man in Carwin. Seen him represent the Gold Coast Suns in the NEFL competition this year.
Boy from Cairns.
Looks like a push in the back, and Wilston Grange will win the free kick. He'll go the way of the big fella, Capel.
He's a big unit, no? Plenty of him there. Been a good player for him throughout the year.
He goes short, finds McKellar. Got a bit of space to work with, so he just uses that real estate. Goes down the line. He's going to meet it there. Was Agosta. Ball forward now, running onto his Terrell. He kicks into a dangerous spot and unopposed. It ended up being a very good kick, and it finds a Liam Molan. So he can go back and shoot for goal. If anything, the breeze here favouring Labrador's end of kicking in this first quarter. It'll be interesting to see get a bit of a guide on which way Liam Molan will start this ball.
Yeah, boy that's played for Queensland under 16s this year. Turned 17 later this year, but nice talent.
Kicks it low, hard and straight for the answer. And the Gorillas, they get within a point, 1-1-7. Labrador, the Gorillas, one straight goal. We've played 6.5 minutes. And of course, Liam Molan, a rising star nominee when he played in the seniors for Wilston Grange this year. It was in round 17. And of course, the rising star was won by an acrobat player in Todd Carbone. So good feather in the cap of young Liam Molan.
Yeah, no, Liam's had a very good carnival playing down back mainly for Queensland Scorpions in the under 16s. But moved forward here, and he's certainly got Wilston Grange on the board. Good start.
So get it out of the middle again. Kicking it inside forward 50s, Lushington. Molan's there again. Just falling off it on this occasion. Dowman did well. They get it down the line on that outer side, just outside their defensive 50. Coming out to meet it on that occasion. Might have been Walton. They go in the middle of the ground. They find Green, the Bill Clerk medal winner. The kick wasn't probably worthy of a medalist. And Wilston Grange will mop it up and bring it out to his outer wing and look for Molan. I thought he had enough of it to be a mark. That's a Rory Molan. Now we lose it. Green is there. Right there as well. Also his young man. Just pick him up in a minute. Warren. Cook with the hit out. They win the ball away. Molan, that's Rory. Kicks it out of the bounds in the full. It's Terrell that gave him the handball. And Labrador, they can bring it back into play. Go down the line. Looking for Cook. Coming over the top there was Walton. And the ball just spills out of bounds. We'll have a throw in. Not far from our commentary box. And we'll get a good look at this stop.
Yeah, they've steadied pretty well here, Grange. They're under the pump in the first 5 minutes, but the last 5 minutes have certainly won plenty of the footy. They're tackling very well.
But they are, as Alina is wrapped up in this lead. Carwin squeezes it out. Burke Looking for Howard. Gugliotta's there, just bustles a few over. Howard tries to keep it in, but it's gone out. And we'll have a throw in just inside forward 50. A little bit of a injury concern we'll have a look at in a minute. Woolston Grange player down in front of our commentary position.
He doesn't look too good, does he?
No, he doesn't. He's coming onto it and running onto it nicely there with Talbot. And hits the post. So got over the back of Avey and his defender there.
I think they're going to have to stop the game here. Stretcher if they can.
Right. Ball goes out to the outer side. Running onto it there is McKellar. Got a bit of real estate to work with. 2 bounces. Handballs it over the top. Looking for a teammate. Now back to Rory Molan. Kicks a little worm burner. Can't quite find a target. And they should mop up here, Labrador. A couple have run over the top of it. Labrador mop it up. Looking for Walton there. Richardson right there with him. And it was Daniel Campbell that came off the ground there. Bob. Yeah. Looked a bit ginger, but he eventually got up and walked himself off the ground.
Yep. Yeah, well, obviously the coach, they need him. So important to get him all fixed up and back out in the ground.
So good stoppage work there by Grange. Sees it inside forward 50. They feed it out now and running onto it. St John, he can shoot for goal and he's offline. Probably could have done a bit better with that. So the margin back to that point.
Impressed with the way the Grange forwards are playing in front on all occasions, Mark. They've got 2 or 3 opportunities into their forward line. They've all played in front and worked hard to get the footy.
So Stockdale kicks it up towards Gugliotta. The ball spills at his feet and runs over the boundary line, so the throw in. So still half forward outer side for Woolston Grange. 10.5 minutes gone first quarter.
Declan Warren was the spoiler there. Dean's oldest boy, I think, Declan.
Of course, Dean, a former Grogan medalist and stalwart of Queensland football. Stockdale again comes away from the stoppage. Doesn't quite find a target in Walton. And plenty of players get around that contest, and I think we'll ball it up, and the umpire says yes. So just inside the centre square here at Yeronga. 1:10, we'll see the game between Labrador and Morningside for the QAFL Premiership. A rematch of last year. It should be a great game. Labrador take it away from the stoppage. Gathering it there with Bacon, had his kick smothered. Now Stockdale, he's had plenty of it early. He launches it inside forward 50. Perry bolts there, had to sit and takes. A courageous and brave and spectacular mark.
Yeah, well, that's I'd give that a contested mark. I'd give it 2 points for a contested mark, that one. Usually when they take a contested mark, they it's usually one that's where you use your body, but this was body. He used everything to sort of use his bulk against 2 opponents, really, and jackknifed one of the opponents over the top. It was a fantastic contested mark, and you would back him from there, Mark, on his first kick would hit the post from 50.
The distance won't be an issue, we know that much. After that first effort, comes in, it looks good off the boot, and he does well. It's Labrador's second through Bryce Perry Bolt. And they move to 2-2-14. Woolston Grange 1-1-7. We've played 12.5 minutes of this first quarter.
Yeah, both Walton and Perry Bolt looking dangerous up forward for Labrador. They probably haven't gone in as much as Woolston Grange in the last 10 minutes, but certainly with a contested mark like that one, it certainly helps the team and will lift their confidence.
A real clear winner of that ruck contest. Although Grange just bustle it forward, just trying to hit it on there with Pickering. Couldn't quite do so with any great effect. Now they bring it away. And that was Richardson, just punches it deep inside forward 50. Good tackle laid there by Agosta. But Labrador up to the challenge to bring it back down the line. Howard goes out with one hand. Trying to run onto it now was St John. They just use a chain of handballs. Warren overshoots. Yeah, Walter. And The ball spills out of bounds. Walder just running past us here. A few grey hairs coming through, showing a bit of the vintage to go with a lot of the youth in both of these sides. Here's Howe, feeds it back inside. Now off to St John. Now chain of handballs goes off to Howe. Inside forward 50. Here's Moylan. He's already kicked the first for Grange. Labrador, they just hack it out. Here's Green, holds onto it well. Stockdale, midfield partner. The pressure around the contest from Grange has been terrific on this occasion.
Stay. Who's on 43?
The umpire will ball it up. Almost a true centre half forward.
Yeah, Mitchell Howe going very well around the midfield area. Tackling especially has been great.
Talbot, they just win it out. And now Labrador, they can bring looking for Howard, just overshot the kick. And it is Warren that brings it on. Oh, it's actually Connor McLean in the 33. Adjust that in a minute. It's Vass underneath. Famous name at Wilston Grange. On this occasion, he's penalised for holding the ball. And Cannon will take the free kick. Advice coming from the Wilston Grange bench early.
Yeah, they've been tackling hard. They probably thought they should have been rewarded with some of those.
Goes deep inside forward 50 to Stockdale. Wilston Grange defence is up to it on this occasion. Here's Walder, he gets on the end of the handball, goes around the corner. Vassy attacks it, takes it with him. Avey comes the other way and says, "You're not going anywhere." And we'll have a ball up. Not in front on. Two very tough competitors going at the ball.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to owe them any money, Mark.
Tough as nails. Both those players, and in the bios that we got, both say that they're fearless, both those two players. Ball back in, that was Walton, got the hit out down. Just try and feed it out. They're looking for Stockdale, hacking it out of the air. There is Wilkinson. Now Grange, they just spread it. Walder has it, tries to get around one, does so. Now just boots it back outside defensive 50, but only just because Burke is there to take the mark. Goes around quickly, looking for a target. Was looking for West. Going around the corner there was Bacon, but to no great effect in taking the mark is Billy Oswald for Wilston Grange.
Yeah, Connor West was the one that flew high there, a spectacular leap, and just couldn't quite hold the mark. He obviously played with the Queensland and Radiant Scorpions throughout the year.
And debuted in the NEAF with Southport as well. Labrador, they can take it back inside. And now with the ball is Coombe. Goes around quickly, shoots for goal. The Grange players spoil each other. And Abby can go in and kick the easiest of goals. Number 50 for the season for Mickey Abey. Of course, the QAFL Reserve's leading goal kicker. He finished the home and away season with 43. And over the course of the finals campaign, he takes his tally overall now with that goal to 50.
Yeah, good crumbing. He's called it well, Mark. The two Wilston Grange defenders spoiled each other. And obviously waiting on the ground was Mickey Abney. He went through and kicked a good goal for Labrador there. Just slowly getting their noses in front.
So Vass comes away. He's up towards and taking a good mark there. And Oswald, inside forward 50. Apologies if I do call a couple of names not quite right. Just double check that one in a moment.
Could be Richie. I can't quite see the number, but
might be Richie. You might be right. So Richie goes in, kicks long. It was a good mark. Almost taking it there was Lipscomb, and the ball eventually rushed. Apologies there to Alex Ritchie. It's a good mark there. And Carwin gets the mark from the kick in towards a teammate, but just interjecting there was a Wilston Grange player. Goes inboard has a target. That's Terrell. A couple of good touches early in the game. Goes off towards Moylan. Moylan kicks short, finds a target. Umpire said play on. He thought he'd play a mark. He was going to give it. Now Burke off to Cook. Cook just belts it. 2-on-1, McLean. And also there was Conway. Nobody could take it there. Now Wilson Grange have the numbers. Howard dives on top of it. Coming through there was McKellar. Now Howard again, goes again, just scrubs it forward with the left. Very well done. Running onto it there was Gore. And slips over. And Aby, he goes. And that's 2 for Aby. And 4 for Labrador. So defender errors costing Grange early, and Labrador taking full advantage.
Yeah, a bit stiff, the Grange defender. He really worked hard to get the front position on Aby, but on Aby it was Lachlan Gore that slipped at the inopportune time, and Mickey Abbey doesn't need much to get an opportunity. He goes bang, that trusty left foot, and that's his second. And Labrador really got a feel for it at the moment. Grange just not hitting their targets when they go forward.
Win the ball out of the middle almost. I was going to say almost. Capel gets back on it. Wants to feed it off. Capel's just got to keep going at it himself here, the ruckman. Now Cook has it. Carwin now off to Cannon. He was dispossessed but managed to get the ball just inside forward 50. Perrybolt can't take it with him. Moylan's there. Also there was Conway. Now they win the ball back. Perrybolt now to Burke, and the short kick inside finds a target. And go back and shoot for goal again, the Tigers. And this time with the ball is Watmuff. Matthew Watmuff.
Yeah, very good work there from Burke. Lowered his eyes beautifully under pressure.
Yep.
And this gives him a chance to kick their fifth.
So the Labrador Junior made his debut with the seniors this year. He's on target. And Labrador are away. 5-2-32. Wilson Grange 1-8. We've played nearly 21 minutes of this first quarter here.
Yeah, look, they've really taken control in the last 10 minutes, haven't they, Labrador? Really working hard at the drop of the ball, and they're just hitting their targets. They're as I said then, lowered their eyes as the leading target, Watmuff, came forward. A good finish from young Watmuff, and a good effort for the young boy.
Cook went early, went high. Capel just tries to belt it forward. Just trying to work the ball out. Good clash of bodies here. Running back onto it is Cannon again. Just manages to get the kick away, albeit smothered now. And just going through. Win the free kick is Grange. It might be Moylan, Rory Moylan. And he'll get up a bit gingerly, but he'll take the free kick on out of wing.
Yeah, did work hard to put his body in between 3 Labrador players, but this is the one that hurts him, they're kicking into the forward line.
The kick went high into the air, and Cook just sat underneath it, and the cavalry didn't arrive in time. They went wide. Now they go down to the wing. Perrybolt's the target, but just in front of him there was Cannon. Kicks into the man on the mark, but coming through nicely was a Labrador teammate. They can take the ball inside forward 50. Howard's there, backs back and holds on to it. So he kicked the first, and he can go back and shoot for his second and Labrador's sixth.
Yeah, that probably sums up the difference in attack, isn't it? They get the ball and they kick it long to their teammates' advantage. And that was a beautiful kick from Gugliotta. He's had a lot of experience at senior level over many, many years. Northern Territory boy, and it's a great contested mark from Howard and should goal from there.
So he's kicked 32 for the season.
Missed it.
And he'll stay at 32. I must admit, I marked him down. A bit of
Commentator curse.
Commentator's curse. The mock-up as Collins brings the ball in. That's an ordinary kick because that's straight to Stockdale.
In the play of the first quarter, I think Stockdale has been very important for Labrador, winning the ball out of the middle, and he's even pinched it up forward a couple of times. So this is probably just beyond him the way the breeze is, but he is a lovely kick.
He's going to have to really launch it.
Yeah, into a bit of a breeze, I reckon. Tough as pocket.
Gives it a bit of everything, and that is faded quickly and severely out of bounds on the full.
Breeze has picked up in the last 15-20 minutes too, Mark. It's really coming to our face a little bit.
Was favouring Labrador and Grange to try and work the ball forward. They've done so, albeit by hand. They haven't gone too much there. Just runs it over. And that was Bacon. Just a silly free kick given away there by Campbell. Bacon. Collins with the punch. Here's Wilder. He's wrapped up by Abbey. And that's holding the ball. Just didn't make enough of an effort, Wilder there. And Abbey.
Yeah, he did try and get past, didn't he? That was the key. If he hadn't changed step, he would have been okay.
Goes inside forward 50. There's the siren, and probably a good one as far as Wilson Grange are concerned. They'll be able to go and just settle down a little. And Labrador, they wouldn't have wanted that quarter to end because they were dominant. 5-3-33. Wilson Grange 1-2-8.
Yeah, a good, as I said, the last 15 minutes of that quarter, Labrador got very much on top. Wilson Grange won plenty of the footy at ground level and used their hands a lot, and when they ran and carried the footy, they looked dangerous. But their forward structure, they played in front, their forward structure, but at the same time, their kicking into the forward line really let them down. So, yeah, good start from Labrador. I think Stockdale Walton looked dangerous. Perry Bolt was good up forward. Mickey Abbey kicked those two nice goals, and Cannon was very solid down back. And for Wilson Grange, Howe and Richardson were working. Mitchell Howe and Richardson were working very hard throughout the quarter. And yeah, they just need to probably to start hitting their targets as they move forward, mate.
So goal kickers for Labrador. 2 to Mickey Abbey, 1 to Watmouth, Howard and Perry Bolt, and for Wilson Grange, Liam Moylan. He is the sole goal kicker. So the margin at quarter time is 25 points away of Wilson Grange, in favour of Labrador, I should say. The Tigers, they are on top. We'll be back after this break at the first quarter. Both coaches give their sides messages, and we'll look forward to joining you for the start of the second quarter.
Yep.
And welcome back for the start of the second quarter. It is the QAFL Reserves Grand Final between Labrador and Wilston Grange. At quarter time, it's Labrador by 25 points. My name is Mark Kennedy. I'm joined by Bob Batty. And Bob, Labrador just had a better system moving forward and they were able to get on top.
Yeah, had some targets up there, didn't they, with Walton and Perry Bolt and Mickey Abbey crumbing down below, and their structure was much better and they moved the ball and kicked to position much better. So good start from them.
So we're underway. Capel went high. Cook really didn't probably contest. Vass in the middle there. And copping a high one was a Labrador player. The umpire missed that one. Just underneath the ball now there was Talbot. He's sitting on it, but the umpire says not enough opportunity, he'll ball it up. We've just moved to the commentary side, or the televised side of the centre circle. Cook just used his body well. Winning the ball that time was Wilkinson. Just gets it forward. Chasing hard there was Oswald. And the ball goes out of bounds. And we'll have a throw in. Just approaching forward 50 for Labrador.
Yeah, look, it's certainly, if it's favouring any end, it'll be the end that Wilston Grange are kicking to this quarter, but they need the first couple of goals to get their confidence up and start hitting the scoreboard.
Here's Vass, goes on the left foot. 2-on-1, Labrador had the numbers. And providing the contest there was Cameron Pickering. And able to get the ball out of play, so they'll be able to go again.
Yeah, they need a lift from him, Cameron Pickering. He's their target up forward, so really need to get him into the game, as well as Molan has kicked the one goal, but needs a little bit more service.
Here's McLean, quite taken. In fact, it was Tyrrell, and underneath the ball was a Wilston Grange player who's tackled that time by, what we think is probably the player of the first quarter, Nick Stockdale. Cook and Capel, no real clear winner. Who's been able to get it forward was Burke. He just shuffled it forward quickly. And Oswald did well there at half back to take the mark in front of Coombe.
Taking a couple of good contested marks, hasn't he? Here's Stockdale,
Kick wasn't a good one. What was interjecting was that man you mentioned, Bob. Stockdale has a man free. That's Perry Bolt. We're going to go inside forward 50. Try and give it a bit of everything. It's a bit of an awkward kick. It's going to fall short. With the big fist there was Warren. Lipscomb, he was tackled and couldn't get rid of it effectively, and going back for the shot at goal and rewarded is that man again, and that's Mickey Abbey.
Yeah, when he grabs you, you're not going too far, Mark, and happened in the first quarter when Vass went flying through in that pocket down there where he crunched him with a beautiful tackle, and that one was just as good, and the young kid really had nowhere to go.
Well, they say on his bio, an elusive forward with a mad streak, and he'll be a bit mad at himself for missing that goal. Of course, the leading goal kicker in the NEFL competition. We're in the QAFL Reserves competition. 51 for the season now. Could have made it 52 or even 53. Pickering just can't quite take the ball. Burke's underneath there as well. We'll have a ball up. Just on defensive 50 for the Gorillas. They need to get the ball down their end of the ground. Of course, they're kicking to the left of your screen in the second quarter. Cook gets it down to Burke. Just squeezes a kick out. Wilston Grange are up to the task, but it's a bit of a down the field incident. Something illegal against...
It was against Burke.
Burke took offence to the tackle. And it'll go. It was there's going to Burke. And Howard will take the free kick.
Must have been against Figure Goster, I'd say, in the tackle.
Goes short, looking for a target. It wasn't well done. In fact, it was well done by the Wilston Grange defence, and now the ball ends up with Capel. Goes down the line, 3-on-1, and the one wins out. Did well. That's Daniel Campbell. down looking for a target, just spoiling each other. That was Collins, goes around on the left and manages a score, but only just. It was 1 point. And they move along to 139. Labrador 5-4-34.
Yeah, at least they're starting to spot up a few targets, Graves, when they went forward then. Got to do a little bit more of that, kicking to advantage of their forwards.
Dowman kicks it wide, finds West. West goes down, has Walton. It's on the NEFL list of Redlands is Jesse Walton. Goes on the left foot, inside forward 50. Abbey was the target, he went high. He was ambitious though. And Perry Bolt ushers Pickering over the line. We'll have a throw in, not far from the point post there.
Well, at least he's kept the ball on the forward line, Mark. Like he was outnumbered 2-1. Looked like he had no chance, but the umpire must have thought he had a realistic jump at it. But yeah, he's kept in the forward line. Good effort.
Taken out of the ruck with Stockdale. Walton goes around the corner on the left. And across the face. One behind. Move to 5-5-35. Wilston Grange 139. We've played 5.5 minutes of this second quarter.
Yeah, well, they've probably done most of the attacking, haven't they? They've had a few chances to kick goals. Abbey's had a couple. Walton snapped there. So they're missing a couple of opportunities, but they're still getting into their forward line.
Pickering looking for Oswald. Right there also is Carter. And so Coombe was there. Now here's Carter again. Oswald's right there with him. And they win the free kick on this occasion, so Oswald can go back and take it. On his commentary wing, he goes in board, has Molan there. That's Rory Molan. Goes to the outer side. There's Lipscomb. There's one short, Capel. Been up near their best, I think. And he just comes back to where he came from, finds McKellar. McKellar now goes forward. Goes long inside forward 50. A leap at it from Molan. There is Campbell, goes around the corner. Which way's a bounce? Is it there? It was touched though. Might have been touched off the marking contest initially. The goal umpire was right there. And made the call. Labrador try and bring it out quickly. Gugliotta can't take it cleanly, but now Burke can. Kicks it over the top. Has Green who can run onto it. In pursuit there is Oswald. He gets around, lays a good tackle, does Green, and wins it. So good work there by Labrador to just maintain the rage. The kick isn't a good one. Oswald can't take it. They just run the ball out of bounds and they can reset. Wilson Grange and Labrador, they'll be looking for a set play here from a throw-in.
Yeah, good work from Gugliotta down back, wasn't it? Really defended hard and well and ran straight lines at the footy to get the ball forward for Labrador.
And now clear winner, here's Gugliotta. He's wrapped up and he'll be penalised. I don't think he saw Agosta. So Kyle Agosta across the coin, beginning of the game.
Needs to get into the game for Wilson Grange. Been pretty quiet this first quarter and a bit.
The half forwards where they're struggling. Here's Moylan. That was Liam Moylan. Wilder. He's besieged. And Terrell. And he just coughed it up. And there's a little bit of grief off the ball here. And umpire. There's Bacon. And I reckon gave away the free kick and Terrell will take it. So Wyatt Bacon, he'll come from the ground, a little bit of blood. And
yeah, undisciplined there behind play, sort of wrestling and a bit high, so umpire rewarded that.
Both players coming off, I think.
Just to cool down a bit. Good coaching there from both clubs.
So Wilder will take the free kick, kicks it inside forward 50. There's plenty of Labrador players there. Green just belts it out of the fence. So they win the ball back here. Here's Agosta. Kicks it. It was downfield, was the call. It hit after he kicked it. And Moylan. And it's Liam Moylan will be the man who takes the resultant downfield free kick. The umpire's just trying to pull the reins back in a little bit.
Yeah, cool thing. And things are being cooled down by this big cloud that's coming in too, Mark. It was beautiful here 15 minutes ago, and all of a sudden we've been clouded over. This is an important kick from young Molan. He's kicked their only goal so far. Can he make it 2 from 2?
Comes in, kicks it nicely, and takes advantage. Low, hard and straight. And that's 2 for Molan. And that's a badly netted goal. 5-5-35 Labrador. Wilston Grange, they close in 2-4-16. The margin back to 19 points, approaching 10 minutes gone in this second quarter.
Yeah, really needed that one. And I mentioned earlier that Carla Goster had been fairly quiet. Well, he's got the last 2 clearances, and the free kick downfield was a late tackle on him after he kicked the ball, and good finish from Liam Molan. He's been their best forward by plenty.
Cannon come through. Green, he was besieged, and they'll win the free kick. They pay the advantage. It's inside forward 50. He's trying to feed it off. There's Howard. He just mopped up and crumbed and ran into a wall after he got a possession. And the ball up will take place inside forward 50 for Labrador. And Collins doing the ruck work with Perry Bolt. And give it to the ladder. Plenty of players around this contest. Walton's there for Labrador, and also Abbey, and just underneath it was the Wilston Grange player, and the umpire has said, "You sat on that too long, young man." It's a free kick going the way of Labrador, and it's going the way of Jesse Walton.
Yeah, for a left footer, he's probably on the wrong side. Shot at goal. The breeze is bringing it further away from the goal. So a tough kick from out there from the left footer. He's been a good player for him this first half. Walton, he's been the key target up forward through centre half forward, and here's a chance to put his first on the board.
Right across the face. Going early there was Labrador player Perry Bolt. He's underneath it. Applying the pressure with St John. And the ball just goes over the boundary line. When your body's flying around, we'll have a throw in. Inside forward 50 for Labrador. 19 points their lead at the moment. Collins got the hit out down. Molan. That was Rory Molan. Now Labrador players close it down with the pressure around the contest. One of which is Howard. And the umpire will ball it up again. Collins. Perry Bolt stood there, got it, had his kick smothered though. Vass just feeds it off to Molan. Rory. Now they bring it out of defence. But not for long, because taking a mark here is Goodwin. Goodwin just loads up on the left foot, looking for a target. The punch came. And again, the Gorillas defenders spoil each other. Perry Bolt, he's appealing for a free kick, but the umpire says, "Give it to me, boys. I'll throw it up." And the pressure continues to mount on the Wilston Grange defence.
Yeah, Sam St John there found behind there when Wilston Grange went forward. Got to play in front, young fella.
And Abbey goes around the corner from the stop edge and kicks his third.
Oh, no, I think he's saying it did flip the
umpire.
Cover, I think.
I actually thought it went through, but the umpires are closer.
He's asking for a review. I think he'll give it as a touch. Just flick that post. Did go very close.
I called it. So the umpire was closer, and he adjudicated that it did flick the padding on the post.
Certainly the Wilston Grange defender thought it did, so they're always going to do that, aren't they, Mark?
That's right, I'd appeal for it if I was in that situation too. Labrador, they pile the pressure on Howard. Good pressure around the contest. Trying to run onto it this time was Watmouth. He's kicked one, and Richardson was there for the Gorillas. The ball again spills out of play. A bit of a let-off with that point, not being a goal, but they continued to pour it on to the Tigers.
Yeah, just can't quite find the sticks this quarter, can they? They've had a few chances.
And repel the Wilston Grange defence. Here's Terrell, runs onto it, just ducks his head, feeds it off. This time, got it off to Conway. Now they work the ball forward. Bacon tries to feed one through. Now wrapped up was Azzolini. He's in trouble. Good tackle there by Campbell. Goes to the middle of the ground. It'll be a dangerous kick. Gugliotta is there. Proved to be too dangerous. Gugliotta and the Tigers just mopped it up. Reload. Put it inside forward 50. Perry Bolt. And just did well, the defender, in Pickering that time. And got rid of Perry Bolt. The kick wasn't a good one. Capel slipped over. Getting around one there was Goodwin. Just scrubs it inside forward 50. Pickering again. He can unload it. Not with a great handball, mind you. Campbell turns, pivots, tries to find a target. Can't do it. Lipscomb, he's coming through. He almost drops it. The umpire agrees with me. He was almost jolted out of his hands. And Gugliotta will take the free kick.
Yeah, young Lipscomb's been penalised a few times now for holding the ball. He's just got to get his hands up higher in the tackle.
Kick inside forward 50 was Aaron. He picked off by the Wilston Grange defence. Kick short out to the pocket. Finds Capel or Capel. Here's long. Walder's a target. Coming across there was Cannon. Now wrapped up there was Turner. And we'll have a ball up right in front of us here in the QAFL Reserves Grand Final commentary position. That's a mouthful.
Yeah, good tackle there from Connor McLean. He's been quite tidy there across half back for Wilston.
They come away with it to Wilston Grange, but a free kick off the ball. Let's went on with the tackle, the Wilston Grange players off the ball. And Cannon will take the free kick. It's long. Capel, he's cleaned up, coming the other way. Very carelessly was Coombe. And Capel. And I think Coombe, he'll be fine. I'm not so sure about Capel though. Vass and Stockdale just exchanging pleasantries.
Yeah, you just hope that they haven't given this away, Wilson Grange. Like they've got the footy. They've got the footy. It should be 50-50.
And Stockdale, he just unloads. So I think we're going to have a bit of an issue here.
Yeah, he's just lost it, hasn't he?
He has, and he is being sent from the ground.
Sit down, mate. Sit down. Sit down.
So a real disappointing outcome from Labrador there. And take the ball inside forward 50. Bacon couldn't take the mark. Here's Molan coming through. Now at the ball there is Lushington. And saw a bit of action off the play there.
Against Gary Vass.
And Vass. And gives away a free kick. And
things are getting out of control here.
And the umpires just need to maintain a semblance of control here. And there's 50. Mark is taken. And Labrador will bring the ball away. And go up towards half forward. Well, hopefully we can concentrate a little bit on the footy now. And we'll have a throw in right in front of the Labrador coaches bench where hopefully some good solid messages going through.
Yeah, well, they're going to miss Stockdale. It was very solid play. It's not even half time yet, and there's a lot of footy to be played.
Capel comes over the top. There's Turner, he was wrapped up. And there's Goodwin. And just copped a high one, and we'll take the free kick.
Support.
A bit frayed at the edges. A bit of frustration from both sides. Running onto it there, it was Gugliotta. Goes to the top of the square. Abbey, he just used his body well. Takes the mark, goes in, kicks his third goal.
Yeah, that's what they've got to do. Concentrate on the footy at the moment. Both sides getting a little bit rattled, but they moved the ball well. Gugliotta's kicking today has been a feature of his game. Beautiful kick to position and great use of the body, and that's 3 goals, and he's missed one as well. Could have kicked 4 already.
And he's coming from the ground and he's limping quite heavily. And Labrador, in the meantime, they move to 6-6-42. Wilson Grange 2-4-16. 9.5 minutes gone in this second quarter. If nothing else, it's been eventful.
Certainly has. It's livened up here in the last 5 or 10 minutes, but yeah, let's see who can settle down the most in the next 5 minutes and put their head over the footy and win the footy.
The ball back in the middle. Capel and Cook, no clear winner. Agosta just toes it forward. And winning the kick there was Wilkinson. Just caught one across the shoulder. So he'll take a free kick.
Yeah, wiser heads have got to prevail here in the next 5 minutes or so. There's probably, another 5-7 minutes left of the quarter.
Walton takes a nice... Sorry, not Walton, it's Cannon. Takes a nice mark. Just transports the ball beautifully by air. Inside forward 50, and it's a push from the defenders in the marking contest. And it'll go the way of Bryce Perry-Bolt. He's got 1 for the day so far. Go back and shoot for goal. And this will open up a substantial lead if he can kick it.
Yeah, he's, the way he's kicked at the footy the first couple of shots at goal, you'd back him from where he is, Mark, and that breeze seems to have died down a little bit.
The breeze has basically disappeared. Perry-Bolt comes in, it's good. That's 2 for him. 7 for the Tigers. And they skip away to a 32-point lead. 7-6-48. Wollston Grange 2-4-16. Approaching 21.5 minutes gone in the second quarter.
Yeah, look, they're certainly defending hard, Wollston Grange, but they're just falling down as they sort of move into their forward half, and their structure's not quite working down there. They moved Pickering down to play on Perry-Bolt. He's probably the big target that they needed up forward initially, but didn't deliver. So let's see what they can muster here late in the second quarter.
So that was Richie. He tried to go through with it, couldn't do so. Here he is again. It's off to Capel. He just belts it high, inside forward 50. Good punch on that occasion there from Carter. He just goes after his own ball there, and the ball beats him. And Dan Collins over the line. Half forward out of side for Wollston Grange. Capel and Cook. And big bulk of Cook. He just takes it out of the air. He took it out of the air and was tackled, so that's holding the ball. So Capel just belts it deep. He's got the distance. Geez, he gives that a fair roost. And 1 point though, because it was offline.
Just shows you that's the attacking side, mate. That's where Wollston Grange should be switching the ball and getting it over the other side. Labrador have really used this side and defended very well in the second quarter, but you can see the distance Capel got then with that kick. It went a mile, 60 metres or more. Been a good play for him too, Capel.
So Green was the target, was punched away by McLean. And Cook just stood there. Moylan off, feeds it off. It ends up with Wilder. Warren, it was Declan Warren in amongst there. Now to Moylan, Rory, now to Agosta. He kicks it long for goal and it's there! He took the driver out of the bag and said straight down the middle of the fairway it goes. And that's a goal, and that's what Wollston Grange needed. And Agosta, anytime he's involved himself in the game, he's actually proved to be influential.
Certainly so, Mark. And look, I mentioned the fact that they had to get the ball over to that far side, and at least they moved the ball laterally then to give Agosta an opportunity. And look, very, very strong kick. He's got a real boot on him, and that's a handy one. They need the next one as well to get their tails up.
Back in the middle again. Almost looked like taken out of the play, a Labrador play, but Wollston Grange work it forward. Well done on that occasion by Goodwin. Goes out towards Gugliotta. Just gets it around Moylan. Now gives it off. Now gets it back again. So just looking for a target. He's just lining it up. Has Howard out wide. Still at half forward, out of side. So 70 metres out. Now Howard goes long. Pickering's there. Perry Bolt stays down. Rose kicks a goal. So you'd have to say Pickering there just probably should have swallowed that mark in defence. And Perry Bolt, his direct opponent, just sat down, took advantage of the crumb and said thank you very much. And that is 3 for Perry Bolt.
Yeah, well, we saw Mickey Abbey limping off there about 5 minutes ago after he kicked his third goal. And it needed someone up forward to put the hand up. And since then, Bryce Perry Bolt has kicked 2 very good goals. So one from a free kick, and that, as you said, from keeping his feet in the contest and snapping very well.
Ball back in the middle of the margin now, 31 points. Here's Burke. You squeeze it around the corner, his left foot. The half forward. Richardson leads the race. Walton's right on his tail though. And just happy to take it out, and deliberately, says the umpire. So Walton will take the free kick.
Yeah, just didn't disguise that one as he sort of waddled the ball out of bounds.
So inside forward 50 they go. Perry Bolt on ground level and tackled without the ball and wins the free kick. So he can go back and shoot for another. And real dangerous signs.
Yeah, frustration for Wilson Grange. I think that's the thing at the moment. They've got to control their aggression. Obviously, it's an important part of the game. And if Perry Bolt kicks this one, they've gone out to a 37-point lead, and that's a big lead in anyone's vocabulary.
He comes in, kicks from 49 metres, distance is there, accuracy is there. He holds the finger up, and he can hold 4 of them up if he likes, because he's got 4 goals. And 37 points now, the margin. We are approaching half time. 26 3/4 minutes gone. I wonder whether this is a match-defining lead even at this early stage, Bob.
Yeah, look, Wilson Grange are working hard enough. They've just given away some silly free kicks, and they just need to concentrate more on the head over the footy, concentrating on winning possession and using the ball better when they go forward. But yeah, good half from Labrador. Very good half.
Been dominant. Just look much better moving into their forward line than Wilson Grange, who just struggled across half forward. Goal kickers for Labrador, 4 to Bryce Perry Bolt and 3 to Mickey Abbey and singles to Howard and Watmouth. While for Wilson Grange it's 2 to Liam Molan and a single to Carla Goster. At half time, it's 37 points a lead for the Labrador Tigers over Wilson Grange.
Yeah, and they've been by far the best side. Their forward line structure's been good. Abbey and Perry Bolt giving them plenty. Gugliotta's been good across half-back. Burke and Green good in the middle. Walton not bad up forward. They'll miss Stockdale. I don't know how long he's off for and what the rules are with that. But they'll miss him in the second half if he's not available. And for Wilson Grange, Vass tried hard that quarter. Capel's been their best by plenty. Oswald's been okay, and Richardson and Howe have been okay.
So at half-time, 37 points a lead to Labrador Tigers. They're going for a break to get some words from their coaches. We're going to take a break here. We'll be back after this half-time interlude for the second half.
Push Collins forward, I think.
And welcome back to Leyshon Park here at Yeronga. We're at half-time of the QAFL Reserves Grand Final between the Labrador Tigers and the Wilston Grange Gorillas. It's a 37-point lead to Labrador. They've been dominant, particularly going forward. My name's Mark Kennedy. I'm joined by Bob Batty, my expert special commentator in comments. And Bob, it has been a little bit fraught with danger for Wilston Grange players so far, and Labrador have been dominant.
Yeah, look, they've certainly deserved their 37-point lead, and it's going to be a tough ask for Wilston Grange to get back into it.
So Burke gets the first kick of the second half out of the middle, goes down, and might run out of bounds, beats Watmouth over the boundary line. He kicked a goal in the first half. And leading all comers is Bryce Perry-Bolt. He's got 4. You won't miss him, the big number 1. And Mickey Abbey, he's got 3, but he's currently sitting on the bench. He looks like he might be a bit injured. They come away to now the Gorillas. Not sure where to go. Kick to a 2-on-1, Collins. He's there for the Gorillas, and Bacon is just knocked over by Vass.
Yeah, just got to concentrate in the footy a bit here, Wilston Grange, and get their head over it and start winning the battle around the contest.
Wilkinson has kicked it off the outside of the foot. Richardson can't take it. Howard just tries the underground handball. Trying to come through there was McKellar. And he's underneath the ball. We'll have a ball up. Half forward. Right on the half forward flank. Of course, Labrador kicking to the left of your screen this third quarter.
They push Collins forward in this quarter. Grange to get a target up forward. They really need a change in structure up there.
Burke just gets it inside forward 50. Walton. Howard's there. He had a bit of space and time. He can go round, kick for goal. It's just to the near side. A bit of loose checking there from the Wilston Grange defence. Saw that shot at goal from Howard. Of course, he kicked the first of the game. He's the captain coach.
It was Reece Coon that did the leading out there, and a nice handball off to Howard. So first time inside him, but good bit of play there by the youngster.
Wilston Grange, they win the ball that time. McKellar, here's Warren, back to McKellar, going through the middle of the ground. Ritchie, and I'll just get the free kick. It just happened off the ball. McKellar was held. Just trying to hold him back there. Gets the ball off to Warren. Takes a bounce. He's wrapped up.
Watmouth.
And it was Watmouth who got the free kick. Kicks it to Perry-Bolt. Pickering and Perry-Bolt. Perry-Bolt gets it off to Bacon. Bacon shoots for goal. Doesn't have the distance or accuracy. And Oswald takes the free kick. Gets it off to Walder. He's going to look to build something from the back half of the ground and really run and get on their bike.
Yeah.
Take this game on. He's back and traverses the ground. And now they come out towards Lipscomb and Voss. Or Vass, I should say. Ball ends up with Vass. Gets on the left foot. Kicks it out to Terrell. And a good one-handed mark there by Terrell. And the run comes from Wilder. Bit of build up there. Gets out there to Molan. There's Liam Molan. He's the only multiple goal kicker for the Gorillas. Not too far out to score on this occasion. As his kick smothered. And the handball comes out to Howe. Kick short, finds McKellar, tries to go on. He's wrapped up immediately by Burke.
Yeah, been very good, Burke, hasn't he? He's done the hard stuff at contests and won the footy and done some great tackling there to stop a promising forward thrust there from the Gorillas.
Dowman was involved in that tackle and eventually took the kick, gets it out to Talbot. And out to Cannon. And back to Talbot. So just doing a little bit of waxing here. Now on the left. Down towards Gugliotta. And he takes a nice mark. He's certainly been right up there in terms of influential players on the ground.
Been very good.
Goes to half forward. Cook is the target. Jumped off 2 feet. Gives it off to Perry Bolt. Gets around Capel. Now he just puts it very dangerous spot. Abbey's there. Walder though for Wilson Grange. He's dispossessed. Now Abbey trying to use his strength. He's wrapped up. And we will have a ball up. 30 metres from goal. Plenty of advice coming from the umpires, or for the umpires. Over the fence.
Yeah, it didn't look as though he got a clean possession on that one, did he?
So Perry Bolt goes around the corner. Sorry to interrupt there, Bob, but he was offline.
Well, he's fifth. He's winning the ball up the ground as well now. So he's a very, very influential player in this team.
What did Wilson Grange got to do to get back into this game, Bob?
Well, look, firstly they've got to stop the bleeding. They've got to make sure that they can. I'd get Vass back on Perry Bolt. That'd be the first thing I'd do. I think he's the one that can contain him a little bit. And then they've got to start, when they run with the footy, the handballs are the stationary players. They've got to keep on the move and keep giving it to running players.
Well, Warren got it out, but only as far as Cook. He kicks it inside forward 50, and taking the mark there was Perry Bolt. And a little bit of Academy Award type thing. I think he thought he was either in a movie or in a TV series, trying to pick up a Logie perhaps. And then Perry Bolt will go back and shoot for number 5.
Yeah, well, he's certainly a big concern now as we speak. He's winning the footy up the ground now. He's not staying in the goal square like he did in the first half. And he's a good chance to kick his 5th here. He's beautiful kick of the football.
Rough and tumble type is Bryce Perry Bolt. And he'll come in. Kicks from 40. It looks good off the boot, and it is. So that's a handful for Perry Bolt, and that's exactly what he's been for Wilson Grange. The first goal of the third quarter. It goes the way of the Tigers, 10-8-68. Wilson Grange 3-5-23 to margin out to a game high, 45 points.
Yeah, good work also from the ruckman there in Cook. He's got involved a few times early in this third quarter, and Capel's been probably their best player, and he's really got on top in this first couple of minutes of the third quarter.
Capel, he just belted it forward, eludes everybody. Moylan, as Rory runs onto it, Walder. They had a Goster in support. The kick wasn't a good one. Looking for Molan, Liam Molan it was, looking for. And picked up beautifully there by Richie, goes around the corner. And Walton's back there, takes a nice defensive mark. So right in the back pocket. Lipscomb has front spot. Can't quite take the mark. And it was out of bounds on the full anyway. And Lipscomb will take the free kick. He's not looking particularly well. He gets up now. It was Rory Mullen who ended up taking the free kick. Dan Collins was his target. The ball stays in. No, it doesn't. And run out of bounds. So the umpires today, field umpires, Gillespie, Henderson and Thompson, supported by the boundary umpires, Hoisted and Swanson. And the goal umpires, McManus and Pearson. Switch! Capel. Took the mark, switches to Agosta. As McKellar short, goes a little longer. The kick was too long. Was looking for Richie. Back there now is Goodwin. Deliberate is the call. He's looking for the sanctuary of the boundary line. Did so as well. I think disguise it real well. And it will be McLean who takes the free kick. He's going to back himself from here. tough shot. Gives it a fair rip, and it goes right across the face, and out of bounds on the full.
Yeah, they really need a lift up forward, and they really haven't got much at all from their leading goal kicker throughout the year in Richie. So he's one player that really needs to stand up. Pickering's another. They really need a lift from him and Bass. So now's the time to start lifting.
Coming through hard there was Tyrrell. Ends up with Capel. Very well done by the big man. Goes up forward and finds Molan. It's Liam Molan. Then go back and shoot for goal. He's got 2. Looking for number 3, and a really important, just an understatement, this potential goal.
Yeah, look, a tough pocket for a left footer, but look, Buster's been very good up there today. He's been their only winning forward for Wilson Grange, and yeah, this is a very, very important kick for him to give some confidence.
Looks to the near side, and it is.
Played mainly in defence for Queensland under 16. Good to see him up forward and really leading hard at the footy.
He's made his debut with the Wilson Grange seniors this year. Kicked 4 goals in the last quarter against Mount Gravatt. The ball will spill. Oh, it's very close to the boundary line. It has in fact stayed in. Terrell is the tackler, and we'll have a throw in. And eventually goes out. So half forward out of side. Wilson Grange on the attack. They need to be, because 44 points is the margin. Pell does it well. Coming out, here's McKellar. Goes inside forward 50. McLean was the target. Moylan was there. That's Rory Moylan as well. Labrador. They're going to hold on to the ball, possess it. That was Green. Gives it off nicely there to Carter. Goes up to half forward. Has Perry Bolt. Just wheels around. Not sure where to go now. He just launches it over the top. Is it accurate? It is! Half a dozen. Bryce Perry Bolt. He kicked 1 in the first, 3 in the second, and that's his second in this third quarter. And he has been a dominant presence in this game. 11-8, 74. Labrador, 3-6, 24. Wilson Grange, 50 points the margin.
Yeah, good work, Brad Carter, running from defence too. He left his forward and ran down and linked up and kicked the ball beautifully. And what a great finish from Perry Bolt.
Burke gives it back off to Turner. Turner goes to half forward. Warren's there, also McKellar. Just need to get a good block. And eventually gets it. McKellar gives it to Augusta, gives it back. That was a throw. Even I could see that was a throw. That was just clumsy by Augusta. And his haste to give it to McKellar. He has just given it off. Bang. Perry Bolt is the one, and he just goes bang, 7.
Putting on an absolute clinic, Mark. Kicking them from everywhere, and because they weren't thinking of moving Pickering off, they want to hurry up and do it and move someone onto him, because he's going to end up with a dozen the way he's going. But they're unfortunate. McKellar's been running the ball well. Again, handball to a stationary target. They're running the ball out of the midfield, or out of defence. You've got to go to a bloke that's on the burst, and he was facing the other way, and unfortunately his handball was, Carl Augusta was a throw. Cost a goal.
A little bit of ill discipline. We've seen that from both sides at different points in time, but none more costly in some of the errors from the Gorillas. Bringing it out of the centre was Lushington, and taking the mark and getting the subsequent free kick. Walton, is it?
No, White Bacon.
Bacon.
Copped a few today, Bacon. He's a bit of a target from the Grange boys.
Yes. And holding on to the mark there was Walton. So I might have caught him down one end, but there he is down the other. And he just stood up tall, and the Wilson Grange defence couldn't get a fist on it.
Yeah, I think it was his lookalike Jack Godwin that took the mark down there, another left footer. But yeah, look, he's been a great player for them across half forward all day. Walton, he's contributed. He's won the ball at ground level, and that was a great contested mark. Grange defenders, though, tried to mark the footing instead of punching it and getting the ball moving. But their confidence is sky high. The way they're going, he'll kick this one too.
Walton on the left.
No, not with that kick.
Made a mockery of that. There's Richardson. Just takes it over the line.
Well, he broke his
1
foot
point.
with that one, Mark.
Certainly tried to wind up. 47 points the margin. And kick it in short. Oswald was the target. Didn't reach him. There's Carwin. And get it across. Green there. And just mopping it up as it got to the top of the square was Howe. That's what Wilston Grange coaches will be asking. How? I'm not really sure. I'm very shell-shocked. Coming hard there was St John, not able to take the mark. Winning the ball there is Azzolini, and just wrapped up was Carter. And winning the free kick was Richie. It's it short. Has St John 15 goals this year.
Yeah, he jumped high there, didn't he, in that marking contest, St John?
Short up the line. Finds Howe. Goes in board. Has McLean. Labrador just pushing back in numbers. I've got it off to Acosta though. He can go over the top. Has Collins. Inside forward 50. Takes the mark. So at least that was a little bit better constructed.
Well, they were switching and giving 45-degree leads, which is giving them options. That's what they need to do more of. They've been too predictable so far forward.
It'll be a tough shot for Dan Collins, a veteran. Starts it off to the right, fades back and actually hit the post in the finish. Looked like he almost started outside the point post. It really started to swing back.
It looks like the breeze has dropped, but maybe it hasn't dropped as much as what we think from up here.
I don't think he quite hit it cleanly off the boot, which might have been a factor as well. Goodwin takes the kick, mark and the kick in. Pickering can't take the mark. Here's Acosta. Just ducked his head as the call from the umpire. Just squeezes the kick around the corner, but goes out of bounds, so we'll have a throw in. Just forward to centre on this commentary side for Wilston Grange.
Yeah, well, the first 3 goals of this quarter has virtually shut the game out, I think, for the Grange. They're just lacking real options as we speak, and Labrador getting more confident as the quarter goes.
Just trying to work the ball forward at Grange. Lushington off to Capel. Now they get it forward. Goes deep. Who's there to mark it? And making a bit of a mischief of it was St John, and that's Rush. So a bit of a story of the day. He could have gone back and just kicked it from right in front.
Yeah.
Rush of blood.
Yeah, unfortunately, it was a great mark. The ball was floating around all over the place. He took the mark and thought he was clear, but he wasn't, and rushed behind the result.
Richardson spoils Burke. A bit of a foot race developing here. Leading it was Connor West. And the veteran Richardson manages to...
There's a drone out there on the ground, Mark. Can you see that? That's just above where they're throwing the ball in to the left. There's a drone actually flying above the players.
There it is. You'll be able to pick that up on the camera. Cannon won the kick out. Carwin just gets the ball away. Walton can't take the mark. Had good body position. And the ball spills over the boundary. We'll have a throw in.
Unless it's a coaching technique that either one of these two clubs is using to get vision of the game, I'm not sure. But very unusual. I hadn't seen that on an AFL ground for in my time anyway, Mark.
Certainly not in suburban football. So throw in comes. Pickering in the ruck now. Going against Perry Bolt. And a bit of a stalemate there, so the umpire will ball that up. And the lead is 56 points away of Labrador. Perry Bolt gets it to the back. He's looking for Burke. Couldn't quite find him. Get the ball away now. Burkle, though, just sharks it back. Goes up towards goals. It got enough on it. Wilder was there, just got a hand on it. And spills over the line. They kick it in quickly. They look for Vass. Couldn't quite take it. Now it's Campbell. Now to Vass. He's wrapped up by Perry Bolt. He's taken down by Perry Bolt. And the ball will come back. As Vass was taken illegally. He's in a bit of trouble, Perry Bolt. Here's Terrell. It's up. Tough customer. Kick short, finds Pickering. Moved him onto a more mobile role. Kicks it short, fine in the middle of the ground. Here's Howe. And it was well done there by the Labrador defender. Just stood there, knew the traffic was coming. And Coon goes to half forward. Abbey was there, provided the contest. Richardson just pushes one off, gets it off to Terrell. Now Wilson Graham, so just settle it down and get off to Walder.
Been more prevalent this quarter, Walder, hasn't he? He's won a lot of the footy for him.
Goes up looking for St John. Couldn't find him. Now they try and win the ball out. Ends up with Burke, who got it from Watmouth. They're away. Bit of space. Turner. He has that space and he says, I'm out of here. Takes a bounce. Kicks it to half forward. The kick looks ordinary, but Walton leads the charge. He's got two chasing him. This way, that way, not sure. Now he just kicks it up. Chips. Looks for Green. Did it well. Good poise. And he kicks short, looks for Howard. I was going to say finds him because he dropped the chest mark in the finish, and Wilston Grange, they can repel. Here's Howe. Takes a bounce, gets it outside defensive 50. Has nobody at half forward. Forced to spoil is the young man in St John. Collins just gets it at ground level, gets it up towards Moylan. And Moylan, forced to go around the corner, is Liam Moylan. And just kicks it up high and wait for the call. It was touched over the line by Bacon, so we'll have a throw-in.
Yeah, better move. Good work from St John there. Beat three players to get that ball forward and did very well, but there's really no structure across half forward, Mark. It's been the same all day.
21 minutes gone. And St John, the ball just rolls in front of him. Out of bounds, or do it all again. Just a little bit further away from goal for Wilston Grange. Cook and Collins. That one to Collins. That was a high tackle. That'll go the way of Rory Molan. He'll have to kick it all of 49 or 50 metres, one would think. I'm just not quite sure he's got the journey.
Yeah, going to be a tough kick from there. Hasn't shown to be a long kick at this stage, but who knows?
Goes long at it, doesn't have the distance. Going high there was his brother, Liam, and rushed through for a behind by Dowman. A good, solid effort there by Dowman. A Dow defender he is.
Got some pace, that Chris Turner, hasn't he? Number 4 when he gets the footy and runs. Looks very promising.
A little bit of rain starts to come in. Here's Gugliotta, squeezes it round the corner. Howard, he's got plenty of time and space. McKellar is in hot pursuit now. Gets it inside forward 50. Walton just went over the back of him. Lipscomb almost wrapped up. Managed to get a kick away. But a scrubby one at that. It goes out of bounds. A little bit of precipitation falling upon us. Well, not us, but on the ground.
Yeah, I don't know what the weather forecast is like, but hopefully it holds off until all the games are completed here at Lation Park this afternoon.
Ball back in, Oswald and Perry Bolt. Goes to the back. Tyrrell can't grab it cleanly. Does so on a second or third. Now Moylan comes away. Rory Moylan takes a bounce, gives it through the middle of the ground. Walder's there, providing the run. Now they're in the centre square. They're going out towards Liam Mole, and they find him now. He's up towards the outer wing. Look for Capel. Comes out to meet it. Does well. Shows a good set of hands. Former umpire.
Yeah, Todd Capel did some umpiring for the QAFL for a number of years. So very much a project player here at Wilston Grange, but probably been their best all day, I would have thought.
That's the longest kick in the club, is what his bio says. So we're about to see him try and unload one. He gives it a fair old roost right to the line. Just stays in, and Labrador actually bring it away. It's all numbers here for Grange, and Lipscomb it is. who mops it up. They can give it back to Lapel in the middle of the ground. They almost go. Lipscomb decides to go down the line again. And the siren comes. It's been all Labrador. They hold a commanding lead at three-quarter time. 56 points. 12-10-82. Woolston Grange 3-8-26. And Bob, the Labrador Tigers just seem to roll on, keep gaining that momentum towards the premiership.
Yeah, certainly. They've got right on top. 3 goals that quarter to Woolston Grange failing to kick a goal, and those 3 goals are all kicked by Bryce Perry-Bolt, and put his stamp on the game. He's kicked now 7, I think, for the game. So unbelievable effort from the big fella, and certainly their forward structure's been much better than Woolston Grange, and thoroughly deserved this 56 point lead at three-quarter time. Yeah, 56. When I went to school, 56 points. And look, they're certainly going to put the icing on the cake. Woolston Grange won't give up. They keep running, but they've got no structure up forward. Liam Molan is the only player buster up there that looks like kicking a goal. And unfortunately for the Grange, Labrador are right on top.
So goal kickers, Bryce Perry-Bolt, he's got 7. Mickey Abbey, he's got 3, and singles to Howard and Watmouth. And Liam Mullen, he's got 2. And Carla Goster, he's got 1. But at three-quarter time, 56 points is the margin. We'll be back after the three-quarter time break to see if Woolston Grange can mount an unlikely challenge, or it's the Tigers who take out the QAFL Reserves Premiership for season 2015.
Thanks, Jared.
We return after this three-quarter time break. Umpires have adjusted the scores just ever so slightly. 55 points is the margin in favour of Labrador. 12-10-82, leading Wilston Grange 3-9-27. An unlikely scenario for Wilston Grange. You never say never, but they're going to have to do something special, Bob Batty.
Yeah, certainly do, but I think just to hold their heads up high, they need to really work hard in this last quarter and get some reward on the scoreboard, at least get something out of the game.
So Burke just gets it out of the middle, up towards Howard. Coach of this side is Jason Howard. And sees the ball over the line. He's the playing coach. Originally from Tassie and finished second in the Grogan Medal in 2009. A bit of a stat for you. Grange try and clear the ball. Campbell's there. It's it off now. Lushington was involved in that piece of play. They work it to half forward. And good spoil there by the Labrador defence. Not able to take the ball was Conway. So at half forward, out of side for Wilston Grange. Throw in comes. Cook takes it out of the ruck, just hacks it around the corner. Agosta just beats him, all ends up. Pickering comes through, beats a tackle, goes up towards a target. Moreland was there, just had to get it on the return. Kicks his third. So that's the start they needed if they are to be any hope whatsoever. And the Gorillas get away with the faintest of hopes.
Yeah, well, look, as I said, they've got to keep their heads high and run and carry the footy and get it long in quickly. And Buster Molan can certainly do the job for them up there. He's kicked 3 of their 4 goals. And he's looked dangerous every time it's been one-on-one. And good crumbing there. His opponent had first touch of it. Great snap. So 3 goals, a good effort from the youngster.
Cook and Capel give that one to the ladder. Campbell comes through. Green, he's manhandled. High. Says the umpire, he'll go back and take the free kick.
Clash of heads there too, I think. The coach for Grange has copped one right in the snout.
Gives it quickly off to Cannon. Cannon goes inside forward 50. And Perry Bolt, he has room to move. And he can go back. He has been the star of today. He only got one going in the first quarter, and then from then on, second and third, he has booted 6 goals through the middle 2 quarters of the game. And he's got 7. He can go for 8. See Campbell coming off the ground.
Yeah, it was a clash of heads. It might have even been friendly fire, I think. It was a head clash, and he's been down ever since that centre bounce. So, unfortunately, he hadn't had a great day. The coach, he'd be very disappointed with his charges so far. Let's see how Perry Bolt goes for number 8.
So, from right on 50, this one's across the face. Capel's there. Very nice mark by him. Been the best for me.
Oh, yeah, been their best player by plenty.
Kicks it long, finds Howe. He's off. It's it high. Collins was there. Going high was Ritchie. Very high. Underneath it there was Lushington. And have a ball up. So it looks like they're just going to try and move it at all costs now, Wilston Grange.
Yeah, well, they've got to do that, don't they? They've got to run and carry the footy. Their linkage by hand hasn't been great today. It's been to stationary players. Let's see what they can do in this last quarter.
Lushington, dispossessed. Cannon comes away with it. And then off to Talbot. He goes to half forward. Well done there by the Grange defence, Molan. He's down there. He's down the other end of the ground trying to get in the game. Sorry, it's Agosta. And we'll have a ball up there at half forward. We're used to seeing games we cover on Neefle TV, but with numbers on the front of the jumpers and the back, so sometimes it is a bit hard to pick up. Apologies to anybody who've missed today. It's Carwin, just kicks it high inside forward 50 and getting back with good courage there was Richardson. Michael Richardson goes to the outer side, has Rory Molan there, has a runner in Warren, doesn't hit him on the full, but now he can run onto it, tries to get through Talbot, doesn't do so, forced to handball it forward, looking for Ritchie and couldn't quite do so. The ball runs out of play, outer side, half forward, for Woolston Grange.
Yeah, well, it was better movement of the footy, wasn't it? It was quick movement, and unfortunately the handball was astray there from Warren. But yeah, much better working of the footy from Woolston Grange.
Wilder comes through, breaks through a couple, not sure where to go, so he goes backwards to Warren and then kicks it short and finds Lipscomb. And he's short inside, forward 50 and finds Vass. He just turns around and bombs it and finds Molan. It was a push in the back, so it will go the way of Labrador. And we just caught out of position as the ball just didn't quite go as far as he would have thought, and he gave the free kick away, and the free kick taken, given off to Turner in the back pocket, and he just subsequently kicks it out of bounds on the full. Rory Molan kicks it in, finds Howe, so right on 50.
Been a hard worker for him, hasn't he, Howe? He's won plenty of the footy. His kicking by foot hasn't been fantastic. This might test him.
Winds around, kicks the old helicopter, and goes through for a point. Bass just tried to get onto it before it went over the line, couldn't do so. And narrow the margin a little. Margin back to 48. The kick wasn't pretty off the boot. Here's Terrell. Looked good when he's had the chance to have some open space. Capel has his handball smothered and they're away. There's West, just belts it to half forward. Oswald leads the race in front of Perry Bolt. Not sure where to go. He manages to elude Perry Bolt on that occasion. Oswald gives it off to the young man in Gore. Gore off looking for Pickering. Just stands up. Well done by Pickering on that occasion. Terrell squeezes it down. The block allowed Howe to go inside forward 50 and find. Liam Molan kicks it long and high. Nobody there. And it just goes over the line for a point.
Much better movement of the footy though, wasn't it, Mark? Quick movement, precise movement, at least kicking to the advantage of their teammates. So much better work from Woolston Grange.
Working hard. Carbon copies the ball, ends up with Turner in that same back pocket. We'll see what he does on this occasion. Keeps it in. Looking for Bacon. Cook's also there. The ball falls to the back and goes out of bounds. The throw-in right in front of the Woolston Grange coaching box. And they'll be a little bit disappointed with what they're seeing. Labrador haven't beaten them this year. They had a draw and a victory over Labrador, so they would have come in today with high hopes.
Yeah, only team to really worry them all year, and as you said, beat them and then drew with them, but today's been a different kettle of fish.
So Green is underneath the bottom of the pack there. And it was held underneath him there by Lushington.
Notice Michael Gugliotta's had trouble with some cramp and leg issues in the last quarter and a bit. He's been on and off the ground a bit.
Coming away, there was Howe. It's an inside forward 50. And mopping it up there was the defence of the Tigers. And Goodwin goes out wide, has Bacon. Not sure where to go, so just chips it over the top. Finds Dowman. As mentioned, been serviceable. Down the line. Talk about Dowman. They say he's first to training and last to leave down there at the Tigers. A good clubman as well. There's the Gorillas. Up forward there, and a very good mark was taken there by Ritchie. Goes out looking for Vass. Goes over the back of him. He didn't judge it real well. A good one there that knocked it up. And it was. So very well done there by the defence of the Tigers.
Yeah, look, he's shown a bit in the second half, hasn't he, Goodwin? He's kept working hard.
Who's going for Roars, mate?
Cook had front spot. Green looking to give it off to Turner. Turner just wastes the ball moving forward. Finds St John. Go to the outer side. Lipscomb. Now to Agosta. He goes quickly inside forward 50. The Green standing there and was there in the hole. No room for Moylan there. Get the ball back in, find Cook. Cook goes out very wide.
Connor West.
Finds Connor West, who we mentioned, made his NEFL debut with Southport this year. Kicked 4 goals against Redlands, I think, was the game. We did cover that on NEFL TV.
He did.
Agosta gets it back inside forward 50. Collins just falls at his feet and he just puts a hand on it and only just guides it out of bounds. So it's throwing inside forward 50.
Hasn't really given him much up forward, has he, Collins? He's moved there at half-time, was the coach's move to get him into the game and get him forward. But hasn't really given him a target up there all day.
Former Zilmere Eagle is Dan Collins. Green, he's wrapped up there by Vass. Over ball up. Right in front of the scoreboard, tells us that the 10.5 minute mark, Woolston Grange lead by 47 points. Sharking the ball as Lushington shoots it around the corner. And offline again. So inaccurate kicking, 4 goals, 12. Some of those have been rushed, but some of those have been gettable goals and some absolute misses that have been very gettable. A bit of action happening off the play. And a free kick will, I'm not sure which way this is going to go. And a little bit of angst starting to creep in once again. And Labrador will get the free kick in 50. And just hope tempers don't get frayed too much here. And Cook will be the man who takes the free kick. So now they're at half forward. They go up towards Perry Bolt. Just goes over the top of him, but he stands there. Oswald went early and Perry Bolt just put his hands up and it just lobbed in him and he caught it.
When you're having a day out, Mark, things fall your way, and looked like he was out of position for sure in that one. The ball's just fallen into his hands. So not beyond his reach, this one. He lined up for his 8th a little bit earlier and missed. Went across the face. Let's see how he goes with this one. We just hope that this doesn't get out of hand in this last 10 minutes. Grange need to hold their head up high and attack the footy and not give away stupid free kicks like that.
Nothing to be gained at this late state of the game. The result not in doubt now. Perry Bolt kicks from right on 50, starts it right and it stays right. Extend the margin, but only by a minor. Bring the ball back in. Ends up with Campbell. Goes out wide. There's St John there. Stands under it, takes his mark. Perry Bolt applies the spoil. Carwin to Abbey. Abbey couldn't quite take it. And they work in. Now they work it forward. They've got Wilder. Gives it by the left hand off to Richardson. Richardson down the line. Has Collins there. They'll try and move it quickly. Bacon was right there to apply the pressure. Capel. Lushington has his kick smothered by Bacon. Now Conway lays a tackle on Bacon. He'll be tied up here. And again, they tried to move it quickly and just...
One handball too many, wasn't it?
Yeah,
and good smothered by White Bacon. Good work from the young fella.
Pell didn't find his target from the bounce, from the hit out. Wilder breaks through a tackle, goes around. 1-on-1 contest with Molan. And it was almost a holding. Dowman was right there. And holding the ball is the call, so a little bit of frustration. And Dowman will take it. The ball comes out right on defensive 50, Talbot. Now off to West. The ball ends up through Turner. And they've just moved it to the wing, Gugliotta. Gugliotta goes up looking for Walton. Now West around the corner. Inside forward 50. Oswald leads the charge. Right there is Perry Bolt as well. And he has kicked it out of bounds on the full. So not being able to take a trick. And Perry Bolt, he can have another shot
He thinks it's Christmas today, Perry Bolt. It's either his birthday or Christmas. It's come early. There was the ball was just bobbling out of bounds, really. I don't know why he put his foot on it. But here's another chance to kick his 8th.
I've got him down for about 7-3 at the moment. So he's had 10 shots at goal.
Not beyond him, this one.
Here's a right footer. So the angle opens up slightly. Comes in. It looked like he's got it. You'd hear the roar of the crowd as soon as it went off the boot. They knew it was online, and that's 8 for Perry Bolt. And Labrador will just move a little bit further away. 13-11-89, Wilston Grange, 4-12-36. Margin 53 points, 15 and a half minutes gone of this last quarter.
Well, that just about sums it up, doesn't it? Off the toe of the captain there in Oswald, who's probably been the best matchup when you look at all the defenders who's played on Perry Bolt. But unfortunately, that one found its way to Bryce and he's kicked his 8th.
Mazzolini to Wilkinson and then goes inside forward 50, and it's another mark inside forward 50. This time, I'll just pick this player up in just a moment. Is Reece Coombe. So Coombe, he hasn't hit the scoreboard in terms of the goals column today. Kick 32 for the season. Those on the left, launches for a goal. Just winds that motor up in the celebration, and all the players go to him. And Reece Coombe continues to pour on a bit of the misery for Wilston Grange. The margin now out to 59 points, 14-11-95. Wilston Grange 4-12-36, 17 minutes gone last quarter.
Yeah, just icing on the cake now, isn't it? The premiership cake is well and truly baked, and this is just a little bit more icing.
And Cannon to Coombe. Looking for Perry Bolt. Kicked it across the 50. Oswald is wrapped up, coughs the ball up. The young man there in Watmouth, dispossessed. Just try and run the ball through. Moylan just takes a fresh air at it. He's just trying to sweep it through. Here's Vass. Squeezes it around to this commentary wing, looking for Wilder. He's got 2 players in pursuit. One of them was Wilkinson. Now the other one who was there ends up with the ball. That was Carter. Is it off to Talbot? Talbot just chips it into the middle of the ground and finds Burke. Burke goes inside forward 50, looking for Howard. Just throws the arms out, can't quite get it. Goes around the corner looking for West. Couldn't quite get it on the full, didn't quite work for him. McLean gets it off to Wilder, who's worked back defensively well. Now off to Campbell. Campbell goes to the outer side. Rory Mullen was the target. Oswald's there to lend some support. Watmouth is there. Mullen taps it on. Lipscomb, he just beats the tackle of Watmouth. Goes again. Does Watmouth, does well. Got the toe to the ball, did the Wilston Grange player. So it was play on. And now Watmouth wins the free kick. So very well done and great persistence by the young man in Watmouth.
Yeah, 4 tackles in a row there by the young fella. He's exhausted as he tries to get up, and it was probably a ticky touch with free kick, but good on him. He really worked hard to earn that one.
So Turner. Awkward kick off the boot, but it finds the target. Gets to Cannon. Cannon. Off to Green. And Warren was there just to make him earn it. And kicks it short. Looking for the target. Goes over the back. Ends up in the arms of Carwin. He can go for goal. And out of bounds on the full is the call. So Howard took the mark, but it was a little too far. And then 50 metres he's given away as Howard smothered the ball. It was inside the mark. And McKellar He'll be the beneficiary of the 50-metre penalty. I don't think Howard minds too much at this late stage in the game because the result is a foregone conclusion. Rory Mullen has space. Goes inside forward 50, and that sums it up. There's Vass. And just slips over at the wrong time, and Labrador just mop it up. And here's Dowman. Go on the highlights. The bloopers reel in that one.
Yeah, and he's been told about it too by a couple of his Labrador opposition players.
And a good set of hands there by Cannon. Got it from Green. Had his kick smothered. So Labrador, Wilson Grange will get it back. Richardson tries to take on the tackle, and that's in trouble. And Richardson will give the ball back to Chris Turner. Work his way into the game. This man's been in it all day. Burke. Back to Turner. He manages to get around Richardson. Has to kick it down the line. Just stays in. And will be thrown in. Just in front of the Labrador coach's box. And there'll be plenty of smiles in there, Bob.
Yeah, certainly they've fully deserved their victory today. They've been the dominant team on the ground right from the first quarter, from the first goal that Jason Howard popped through. They've been the dominant team on the ground, and Grange have struggled all day up forward and tried hard around the ground. But well done to Labrador.
And working the ball forward there was Wilkinson. And the ball out of bounds. We'll have another throw in. Green sucking in the big ones from that contest. Cook and Capel. There's Cannon trying to come through, trying to do exactly that. Good tackle there from Howe. He's now under the ball, so he's got to try and get it out. The umpire says, give it to me anyway. I'll work it through.
Only 3 goals kicked for the quarter, so it won't be a long quarter, but certainly the Labrador boys will be looking forward to that final siren and tasting the premiership victory.
Cook does well. Perry Bolt, beaten by this time Richardson, but he's immediately wrapped up by Azzolini. And he's in, I was going to say he's in a bit of trouble. The umpire looked like for a second he was going to look at paying a free kick, but no. Ball up again. Cook, Carwin's in the way there. Just gets bustled off the ball. Agosta comes through. Molan tries to come through, but now doing it a bit better than all of them was Lushington. Goes inside forward 50. The kick went over Liam Molan's head, and Dowman tried hard, Dowman, and gets it off to Turner, and now off to Burke. They've waxed a bit this last quarter, Turner.
It sums up their kicking, doesn't it, that kick? Like Lushington gave him no chance at all in Capel to win that footy as the forward. He's kicked it to the advantage of the defender.
And a clean. Had to quickly get it on. Got it inside forward 50. And Brad Carter takes the easiest of defensive marks. Looking for Azzolini. Doesn't hit the target. Lushington's there. Got blocked though, so Azzolini comes through. Now it ends up with Wilkinson. Up the middle of the ground. Carwin. Goes to half forward. Perry Bolt is the target. This time it goes over his head. He's had a great day in terms of everything falling his way. And Grange come away with it. This is Oswald. The kick's a terrible one. Gugliotta probably almost taken without it. Richardson goes for it. Now Lushington. He'll just work towards the boundary. Out of bounds. Just about right in front of us. 23 3/4 minutes gone. Only be a matter of seconds left, one would think, before Labrador will be crowned the premiers of the QAFL reserves in 2015. Ball goes out to Acosta. Chips it inside forward 50, and that's a better kick inside forward 50, and finds Dan Collins.
One of the few occasions they've actually hit up at leading forward as they've gone inside 50. So taken, probably nearly 4 quarters to come up with that mark. So here's a chance for Collins. He's on 50.
Kicks it long. It's on target. It matters little. And Dan Collins adds a goal for Wilston Grange, but the premiers in the QAFL reserve grade for season 2015 are the Labrador Tigers.
Yeah, fully deserved their victory. Outstanding effort from Bryce Perry-Bolt up forward, kicking 8 goals. And look, their forward structure was much better than the Grange all day. And they were the dominant team all day, and they've thoroughly deserved their victory. They ended up winning by 53 points, which is a big victory in anyone's circumstances. Grange never gave up, but they just lacked structure up forward, and apart from Liam Molan, they really had nothing up forward at all. So well done to Labrador Tigers. Good work. I'm sure Jason Howard will be very pleased with his charges today, and very convincing win, and well done to them, and they'll be looking to go back to back with the big one about to unfold over the next half hour as the weather starts to creep in a little bit.
That's right. We do have a big QAFL Grand Final coming up between Labrador and the Morningside Football Club. But in the reserve grade, Labrador were the dominant team right throughout the season. They dropped just one game and drew one game. Ironically, it was both of those non-victories were against Wilston Grange, but they had the absolute wood in them, and it was early, set up early, and despite a little bit of upheaval in terms of send-off for Nick Stockdale, they really did hold sway. Bryce Perry-Bolt, he ended up with 8 goals. Mickey Abbey, he finished with 3, although he was really hobbling around towards the end of the game. And singles then off to Howard, Coombe and Watmouth. And for Wilston Grange, it was 3 goals to Liam Molan and singles to Dan Collins and Carl Agosta. 53 points is the final margin. And while there's some presentations to be made, we might take the opportunity to sign off here from Lation Park. Thanks for joining us here this afternoon, and congratulations to Labrador 53-point winners and premiers for season 2015.
Congratulations to the Labrador 2015 QAFL Reserves premiers.